In this section, we are going to generate SSH public key, and SSH stands for Secure Shell, and simply it is used for authentication. So back in time, if you were to work with Git and GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, you could use your username and password to pull and push the code, share the code. But nowadays, GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, they do not support this kind of authentication anymore. You cannot use your username and password to be able to work with repositories on the GitHub. Now they support SSH keys, which is a more secure way to authenticate and allows you to work with the local and the remote repositories. It makes it easy for you to share the code as well. So in this tutorial, we will follow two easy steps. First, we are going to generate a new SSH key using the command ssh-keygen. We will get a terminal and run this command. And later, the command is going to create public keys to be shared in our GitHub account as the second step. Actually, for more details, I put this documentation right there. We will go to documents of GitHub. Simply, let's visit this. Again, I highly recommend you to read more about this. You can read Get Started. There pretty much all the documentation about the GitHub. But what we are interested in this tutorial more is authentication. So I go to authentication, and here specifically I go to connect with SSH. And under connect with SSH, I will generate new SSH key. It will give me all the steps that I need to do to be able to generate and add a SSH key to GitHub. I'm specifically working on Mac, so I will keep Mac right there. If I scroll down, you can generate new SSH key on your local machine. After you generate the key, you can add the public key to your GitHub account and enable authentication for Git operations over SSH, which is pretty good documented right there. The first thing first, as you can see, we need to open the terminal and then paste the command right there. I will not go with this. I will just go with the default. You can use this one as well, which makes it more secure. But for now, SSH-keygen is more than enough for me. I will take only this part, open a terminal, and run this command. Get this down, and now I can open a terminal. And in this terminal, I will just type ssh-keygen and hit enter. This one is asking me where to save the public SSH keys pairs. And by default, it puts in the home directory, which I am okay with. I'm not going to change this, and I will hit enter. And now it is asking me if I would like to enter a passphrase. I won't, and just hit enter, enter again. And finally, my SSH keys are generated. Now, how do I find it? We are done with the terminal part. I can simply close this. Now, what I want you to do is go to your Finder and hit Command-Shift-H to get to your home directory. So let me put this in the notes right here. To get the home directory on a Finder, you can simply run the Command-Shift-H shortcut. So you don't see an SSH right here, which is supposed to be there. It is hidden by default. And to be able to reveal it, you should do Command-Shift dot to be able to see the folder that is hidden. All the hidden folders and files will reveal when you do Command-Shift dot. So if you do one more time, you will hide it and you will reveal it one more time. So Command-Shift dot is used to see the hidden files. I can open this by double-clicking, and then here I would like to take the public one, idrsa.pub. That will give me the public key. I should take the encrypted key right there, put it into GitHub account. I will right-click on this, open with text edit, and you see it's a huge line of code right there. I copied this and close that. You can close this one too. Now I will go to my GitHub account that we created in the previous video. Now I am on the GitHub account. What I will do, I will click on my profile picture right there and then go to settings. From the settings, you should see SSH and GPG keys right there. And I would like to add a new SSH key right there. You can give any title. You can just give it a name. I will do tag global mag, and we'll paste SSH public key right there, and I will hit add SSH key. So as you guys can see, it is added and I am all good with the pairing SSH key. From now on, there's private and public keys with the SSH on my local and GitHub account will allow me to work with GitHub, and I will be able to push and pull the codes, and I don't need to enter password and username each time that I need to work with GitHub. That's it. Hope to see you in the next session.